As we journey through life, reaching the age of 70 often brings a mix of emotions and reflections. Society tends to paint this chapter as one of winding down, but what if we dared to see it differently? Imagine embracing this time as a vibrant opportunity for renewal, where each day is filled with purpose and joy. Life after 70 can be a canvas waiting for us to paint our dreams, passions, and experiences. It's a chance to explore new hobbies, deepen relationships, and even embark on adventures we once thought were behind us. By focusing on what brings us happiness and fulfillment, we can create a life that feels rich and meaningful. Simple steps, like setting small goals, connecting with others, or trying something new, can lead to a profound sense of satisfaction. This is not just a time to reflect on the past, but to actively shape our present and future. Let's discover together how to embrace this exciting stage of life, filled with possibilities and joy. At 72, Margaret found herself sitting on her porch, watching her grandchildren play in the yard. The sun was shining, and the laughter of the kids filled the air, but something felt off. She realized that, while she loved these moments, she often felt too tired to join in. It was a wake-up moment for her, a gentle nudge from life reminding her that she wanted to be fully present for her family, to enjoy every laugh, every hug, and every shared meal. That evening, as she sipped her chamomile tea, Margaret thought about her health. She had always been active in her younger years, but as life got busier with work and family, her own needs took a back seat. Now, she felt the weight of her choices. She decided it was time to make a change, not just for herself, but for her family. She wanted to be the vibrant grandmother who could run around with her grandchildren, not just watch from the sidelines. The next morning, Margaret took her first small step. She put on her sneakers and walked around the block. It was a modest distance, but it felt monumental. With each step, she felt a little more alive. The fresh air filled her lungs, and she noticed the beauty of the flowers blooming along the sidewalk. She made a promise to herself to walk every day, even if it was just for 10 minutes. Slowly, those 10 minutes turned into 20, and soon she was walking a mile each morning. Along with her walks, Margaret began to think about her diet. She loved her comfort foods, but she knew she needed to make some changes. Instead of overhauling her entire diet overnight, she started small. She swapped out her afternoon cookies for a piece of fruit and added a salad to her dinner. She discovered new recipes that were both healthy and delicious, and cooking became a joyful activity rather than a chore. Each small change made her feel lighter and more energetic. But it wasn't just physical health that Margaret focused on. She realized that keeping her mind sharp was just as important. She started doing puzzles, which she had always enjoyed as a child. Every evening, she would sit at the kitchen table with a crossword or a jigsaw puzzle, challenging herself and feeling a sense of accomplishment with each completed task. She also picked up knitting again, creating colorful scarves for her grandchildren. These hobbies not only kept her mind active but also brought her joy and a sense of purpose. As the weeks turned into months, Margaret noticed a transformation. She felt more energetic, and her laughter came easier. She could run around the yard with her grandchildren, playing tag and joining in their games. Family dinners became lively events where she could share stories and enjoy the food she had prepared with love. Margaret learned that health wasn't about being perfect. It was about making small, consistent changes that brought energy and joy into her life. Each step she took, whether it was a walk around the block or a new recipe, added to her happiness. She felt grateful for the wake-up moment that had pushed her to prioritize her health. Now, she was not just a spectator in her life. She was an active participant, fully present with her family, savoring every moment. In the end, Margaret discovered that the journey to better health was not a race, but a beautiful path filled with small victories. She embraced each day with a renewed spirit, knowing that every little change made a big difference. In a small town, there lived a woman named Sarah who was always busy. Her days were filled with endless to-do lists, work deadlines, and the constant buzz of notifications from her phone. One day, while sitting in her car, stuck in traffic for what felt like an eternity, she felt a wave of frustration wash over her. She gripped the steering wheel tightly, her mind racing with thoughts about the meeting she was late for and the emails piling up. But then, a moment of clarity struck her. She asked herself, will this matter a year from now? In that instant, Sarah realized how much energy she was wasting on trivial stresses. The traffic jam, the missed meeting, and even the small disagreements with her coworkers were consuming her joy and peace. She decided it was time to let go of these unnecessary burdens. That evening, Sarah began to explore ways to release her stress. She started each morning with a simple ritual, a cup of herbal tea, and a few minutes of deep breathing. As she inhaled and exhaled, she felt the tension in her shoulders ease. She also made it a point to step outside during her lunch breaks, taking short walks in the nearby park. Fresh air and the sound of leaves rustling in the wind brought her a sense of calm she hadn't felt in a long time. As the days turned into weeks, Sarah noticed a shift in her perspective. The little frustrations that once seemed so important began to fade away. She found herself laughing more, enjoying moments with friends, and appreciating the beauty around her. By letting go of the small stresses, she created space for peace and joy in her life. Sarah's journey reminds us that we often hold on to worries that don't truly matter. By asking ourselves, will this matter a year from now, we can gain clarity and focus on what truly counts. Embracing morning rituals, practicing deep breathing, and spending time in nature are just a few ways to cultivate calm. When we release the trivial, we open our hearts to what brings us joy and fulfillment. For years, Sarah poured her heart into caring for everyone around her. She was the friend who always listened, the family member who organized gatherings, and the colleague who took on extra tasks to lighten others' loads. But as time passed, she began to feel a heaviness in her chest, a weariness that settled deep in her bones. The joy she once found in helping others started to fade, replaced by a sense of exhaustion that seemed to grow with each passing day. One chilly afternoon, as she sat wrapped in a blanket, Sarah cradled a warm cup of tea in her hands. The steam curled up into the air, and for the first time in a long while, she allowed herself to simply breathe. The warmth of the drink seeped into her fingers, and she felt a flicker of comfort. In that moment, she realized how much she had neglected herself. It was a small act, but it sparked something within her, a reminder that she too deserved moments of peace and joy. As days turned into weeks, Sarah began to carve out little pockets of time for herself. She discovered the magic of reading, losing herself in stories that transported her to different worlds. Each page turned was like a gentle nudge, encouraging her to reconnect with her own dreams and desires. She also found solace in quiet walks, where the rustling leaves and the soft whispers of the wind became her companions. With every step, she felt the weight of her worries lift, replaced by a sense of clarity and calm. These small moments of self-care began to create a ripple effect in her life. With each cup of tea, each book read, and each walk taken, Sarah felt her energy slowly returning. She started to smile more, to laugh more freely, and to engage with her loved ones in a way that felt genuine and vibrant. The more she nurtured herself, the more she found she had to give. She realized that self-care was not a luxury, it was a necessity. It was the foundation that allowed her to be present, to love deeply, and to support others without feeling drained. In rediscovering the power of self-care, Sarah learned that taking time for herself was not selfish. It was an essential part of being the person she wanted to be for others. By filling her own cup, she could share her light with those around her, creating a cycle of love and support that uplifted everyone. She understood that when she took care of herself, she was better equipped to care for others, and that made all the difference. After many years of dedicated work, Tom found himself standing at the threshold of retirement, a time that many celebrate with joy and excitement. However, for Tom, this new chapter felt more like a closing door. He had spent decades in a bustling office, surrounded by colleagues who had become friends. Now, with the daily routine gone, he felt a deep sense of isolation. The silence of his home echoed louder than he expected, and the days began to blend into one another, leaving him feeling lost and disconnected. One sunny afternoon, while taking a walk to clear his mind, Tom stumbled upon a small community garden. He paused to watch a group of people tending to the plants, their laughter and chatter filling the air. Something stirred within him, a flicker of curiosity mixed with a hint of apprehension. He had always enjoyed gardening in his backyard, but the thought of joining a group felt daunting. What if he didn't fit in? What if no one wanted to talk to him? Despite his fears, Tom decided to take a step outside his comfort zone. He approached the garden and introduced himself to the group. To his surprise, they welcomed him with open arms. They shared stories about their favorite plants, exchanged tips on gardening techniques, and even invited him to join their weekly meetings. Slowly but surely, Tom began to feel a sense of belonging that he had thought was lost forever. As the weeks turned into months, Tom found joy in nurturing not just the plants, but also the relationships he was building. He learned the names of his fellow gardeners, shared meals during potlucks, and even participated in community events. Each interaction was a thread weaving him back into the fabric of social life. The effort he put into attending meetings and engaging in conversations paid off in ways he never imagined. He discovered that relationships require care and attention, much like the plants they tended to together. Tom's story is a reminder that meaningful connections can blossom when we take the initiative to reach out. Whether it's rekindling old friendships or exploring new interests, the effort to connect with others can lead to unexpected joy. If you find yourself feeling isolated, consider joining a club, attending local events, or simply reaching out to an old friend. You might be surprised at how many people are eager to share their time and experiences with you. In the end, Tom not only cultivated a beautiful garden, but also a vibrant community of friends. The laughter and support he found in that garden transformed his retirement into a fulfilling journey. Remember, stepping outside your comfort zone can lead to wonderful new beginnings. Embrace the opportunity to connect, and you may find that the relationships you build will enrich your life in ways you never thought possible. In a small town, there lived a woman named Clara who often felt overwhelmed by what she lacked. Each day, she would wake up and immediately focus on her worries, the bills piling up, the job that felt unfulfilling, and the relationships that seemed distant. Clara found herself trapped in a cycle of negativity, where her mind was a constant echo of what was missing in her life. She would scroll through social media, comparing her life to others, feeling even more disheartened by the seemingly perfect lives of those around her. One day, a friend suggested that Clara start a gratitude journal. At first, she was skeptical. How could writing down a few positive things change her outlook? But with a gentle nudge, she decided to give it a try. Each evening, she would sit down with a simple notebook and pen, forcing herself to write 3 things she was grateful for that day. At first, it felt challenging. She struggled to find anything worth noting, but slowly, she began to notice the small blessings that surrounded her. On one sunny morning, she wrote about the warmth of the sun on her skin as she walked to work. It was a simple pleasure, but it brought her a moment of joy. Another day, she noted a kind gesture from a stranger who held the door open for her. That small act of kindness made her feel seen and appreciated. And on days when life felt particularly heavy, she would write about the peace she found in a quiet moment with a cup of tea, watching the steam rise and feeling the warmth in her hands. As the weeks passed, Clara's perspective began to shift. The more she acknowledged these simple blessings, the more she realized how rich her life truly was. She started to see that joy could be found in the little things. A smile from a neighbor, the sound of laughter from children playing, or the beauty of a starry night. Each entry in her gratitude journal became a reminder that life was not just about what she lacked, but also about the abundance that surrounded her. Clara's heart began to fill with a deeper sense of joy and fulfillment. She found herself looking forward to her nightly reflections, eager to capture the moments that made her smile. This practice of gratitude opened her eyes to the beauty of her everyday life, and she felt a sense of peace that had eluded her for so long. She learned that gratitude was not just a fleeting feeling, but a powerful tool that could transform her outlook and enrich her spirit. Now, as you read this, consider taking a moment to reflect on your own life. What are 3 things you are grateful for today? Perhaps it's the warmth of the sun, a kind word from a friend, or simply the comfort of your home. By acknowledging these small blessings, you can begin to shift your perspective, just as Clara did. Embracing gratitude can lead to a deeper joy, fulfillment, and peace in your life. Let each day be an opportunity to celebrate the beauty that exists around you, and watch as your heart opens to the abundance of life. In a small town, there lived a woman named Clara. She was known for her warm smile and the delicious cookies she baked for her neighbors. But as the world began to change, Clara found herself feeling left behind. The pandemic had pushed everyone into a new way of connecting, video calls. At first, she resisted. The thought of learning how to use a computer for something as simple as chatting with her family felt overwhelming. She worried about making mistakes and looking silly, so she put it off, telling herself she would figure it out later. Days turned into weeks, and Clara missed her family more than ever. She longed to see her grandchildren's faces and hear their laughter. One evening, as she sat alone with her favorite cookie recipe, she realized that avoiding change was keeping her from the joy she craved. With a deep breath, she decided to take a small step. She picked up her phone and called her daughter, asking for help with video calls. To her surprise, her daughter was thrilled to guide her through the process. They laughed together as Clara fumbled with the buttons, but soon enough, she was able to see her family on the screen. The first call was a little shaky, but the joy of seeing her grandchildren's smiles made it all worthwhile. Clara felt a wave of happiness wash over her, and in that moment, she understood that embracing change didn't have to be scary. It could lead to beautiful connections and cherished memories. As the weeks went by, Clara became more comfortable with technology. She started hosting virtual cookie baking sessions with her family, sharing recipes and stories while they baked together from their own kitchens. Each call filled her heart with warmth and laughter, reminding her that taking that first step had opened up a world of possibilities. Clara's story is a reminder that change can be daunting, but it often leads to wonderful experiences. If you find yourself hesitating to try something new, whether it's learning a skill, reaching out to an old friend, or exploring a hobby, remember that the best time to start is now. Just like Clara, you can take small steps that lead to big joys. Don't let procrastination hold you back from the connections and experiences that await you. Embrace the change. Living fully after 70 is a beautiful journey that invites you to embrace life in new and meaningful ways. One of the most important steps is to prioritize your health. This means staying active, eating well, and keeping regular checkups with your doctor. Taking care of your body helps you feel better and enjoy each day more. Letting go of stress is also crucial. Find activities that help you relax, whether it's reading, gardening, or practicing mindfulness. Reducing stress allows you to enjoy the present moment and appreciate life more fully. Embracing self-care is another key aspect. Take time for yourself, whether it's indulging in a hobby, pampering yourself, or simply resting. Self-care is not selfish. It's essential for your well-being. Building relationships is vital too. Stay connected with family and friends and seek out new friendships. Engaging with others brings joy and a sense of belonging. Living with gratitude can transform your outlook on life. Take a moment each day to reflect on what you are thankful for, no matter how small. This practice can fill your heart with positivity. Welcoming change is part of this journey. Life after 70 can bring new opportunities and experiences. Embrace them with an open mind and heart. Remember, this stage of life is not about looking back, but about rediscovering joy, purpose, and connection. Today, take one small step towards enriching your life. It could be as simple as calling a friend, trying a new recipe, or taking a walk in nature. The best days are not behind you. They are waiting to be fully lived. Embrace this exciting chapter with hope and enthusiasm. Thank you so much for joining us in exploring the hidden risks that can lurk in our everyday environments. We've uncovered some important insights about how places we frequent, like grocery stores and public transport, can pose challenges as we age. Now that we've wrapped up this crucial discussion, let's shift gears and dive into a new topic that complements what we've just learned. Have you ever thought about how our surroundings can not only affect our safety, but also our overall well-being? In the next segment, we'll take a closer look at some innovative solutions and community resources designed to enhance our daily experiences and promote a healthier lifestyle. So, stay tuned as we embark on this exciting journey together, discovering ways to thrive in our environments while keeping our health in check. Grocery stores are important for everyone, but they can be especially dangerous for seniors. The busy aisles often have shopping carts moving quickly, which can make it hard to navigate safely. Floors can be slippery due to spills, and the overall hustle and bustle of a crowded store can increase the chances of a fall. As people age, their balance tends to decline, so even a small misstep can lead to serious injuries like broken bones or head trauma. Moreover, grocery stores can be a breeding ground for germs. Shopping carts, food items, and checkout counters can carry bacteria and viruses. For older adults who may have weaker immune systems, this exposure can lead to illnesses that might become serious. It's important for seniors to be aware of these risks and take precautions when shopping. Simple steps like using hand sanitizer, shopping during less busy hours, and being cautious while walking can help reduce the dangers they face in grocery stores. Grocery shopping can be more tiring than it seems, especially for seniors. Walking through long aisles and standing on hard floors can cause discomfort in the feet, back, and joints. This physical strain can lead to fatigue, making it harder to focus and increasing the chance of accidents. To make shopping easier and safer, seniors might consider using grocery delivery services, which can save them from the stress of navigating busy stores. Shopping during quieter times can also help, as it allows for a more relaxed experience. Additionally, smaller local shops can be a great option. They often have fewer crowds and a simpler layout, making it easier to find what you need without feeling overwhelmed. These alternatives can help reduce both physical and mental stress, making grocery shopping a more pleasant task. Public transportation can be very useful, but it also brings some challenges for older adults. Buses, trains, and subways can get crowded, making it hard to move around. When the vehicle suddenly stops or starts, it can be difficult for older people to keep their balance, which increases the chance of falling. The noise and busy atmosphere can also be overwhelming, leading to mental fatigue and stress. To make traveling easier, older adults might consider going out during less busy times when public transport is not as crowded. They can also look for transportation services that are designed specifically for seniors, which often provide a more comfortable experience. Another option is to use ride-sharing services, which can offer a more direct and less stressful way to get around. These alternatives can help older adults travel safely and with less worry. Large gatherings, like events or social activities, can help people connect with each other, but they also come with health risks. For seniors, especially those with weaker immune systems, the flu season and other easily spread illnesses can be more dangerous. Being in crowded places can also lead to stress and anxiety, and it can be physically tiring to stand or walk for a long time. Instead of large events, smaller gatherings or virtual meetings can be safer options. These alternatives still allow for social interaction without the same level of risk. They can help people feel connected while keeping their health in mind. Traveling can be a wonderful experience, especially for seniors who want to explore new places. However, it is important to be aware of certain risks that come with traveling, especially to destinations that are at high altitudes, have extreme temperatures, or lack good healthcare facilities. For instance, long flights can increase the chance of deep vein thrombosis, which is a serious condition. Additionally, being at high altitudes can lead to altitude sickness, and extreme weather can make existing health problems worse. To ensure a safer and more enjoyable trip, seniors should think about choosing destinations that have moderate climates and easy access to healthcare. It is also wise to plan less physically demanding activities, allowing for a more relaxed pace. Shorter trips can be a great option as they reduce travel stress and make it easier to manage health needs. Many travel companies offer vacation packages that are designed specifically for seniors, which can provide a more comfortable and enjoyable experience. By considering these factors, seniors can have enriching travel experiences while keeping their health and safety in mind. Nature activities like hiking and walking on trails can be very calming and enjoyable. However, they can also be risky, especially for older people. The ground can be uneven, and there may be things to trip over, which can lead to falls. Being in remote areas can make accidents even more serious. Additionally, bad weather can increase these dangers. For those looking for safer options, visiting well-kept parks or botanical gardens can be a great choice. These places usually have smooth paths and are easier to navigate. Another good idea is to join hiking groups that are designed for seniors. These groups often choose safer trails and provide support, making the experience more enjoyable and less risky. By choosing these safer alternatives, older individuals can still enjoy the beauty of nature without the added worries. Amusement parks and shopping malls can be fun places to visit, but they also come with some challenges, especially for seniors. These places often require a lot of walking, which can be tiring. The noise from crowds and attractions can be overwhelming, and the large number of people can make it hard to enjoy the experience. Additionally, there are risks like slippery floors, escalators, and long lines that can lead to accidents or falls. For seniors, it might be better to choose quieter and less crowded places. Museums, zoos, or smaller stores can provide a more relaxed atmosphere. These locations often allow for a more enjoyable experience without the stress of large crowds. Online shopping is another great option, as it lets seniors browse and buy items from the comfort of their homes, avoiding the physical strain of going out. Planning outings carefully can also help seniors enjoy their time without feeling exhausted. By choosing the right places and times to visit, they can have fun while staying safe and comfortable. Traveling can be a wonderful experience for seniors, but it often comes with challenges like long lines, crowded places, and physical demands that can be tough to handle. To make the trip more enjoyable and safer, seniors might consider visiting less crowded attractions during off-peak hours. This way, they can avoid the hustle and bustle that often comes with popular tourist spots. Another great option is to explore virtual tours, which allow seniors to enjoy beautiful sights from the comfort of their homes. When planning a trip, it's important for seniors to prioritize their comfort and safety. Choosing destinations that are well developed and accessible can make a big difference. This means looking for places with good facilities, easy transportation, and plenty of seating areas to rest when needed. By taking these steps, seniors can have a more pleasant and fulfilling travel experience. Nighttime activities can be more challenging for seniors due to several factors. As people age, their eyes may not adjust to darkness as quickly, making it harder to see in low light. This reduced sensitivity to light can lead to difficulties when driving or walking in poorly lit areas. Additionally, seniors may experience fatigue more easily, which can affect their focus and reaction times. When driving at night, glare from oncoming headlights can be distracting and make it hard to see the road clearly. Uneven ground or obstacles can also pose a risk, as slower reaction times may prevent quick adjustments to avoid tripping or falling. To stay safe, it is often best for seniors to plan activities during the day when visibility is better. Choosing well-lit places for evening events can also help reduce risks. If possible, avoiding unnecessary outings at night can further ensure safety and comfort. City environments can be very busy and sometimes overwhelming for seniors. The constant activity, noise, and pollution can make it hard for them to enjoy their time. Walking through crowded streets can be tiring, and they may worry about traffic and other dangers. To make their visits to cities more pleasant, seniors can choose to go during quieter times of the day. This way, they can avoid the rush and enjoy a more peaceful experience. Exploring less crowded areas can also help them feel more comfortable. Parks, small shops, and quieter neighborhoods can provide a nice break from the hustle and bustle. Additionally, using direct transportation options like taxis can make getting around easier and safer. This way, seniors can focus on enjoying their time in the city without the stress of navigating busy streets. By planning their visits carefully, seniors can have a more enjoyable experience in city environments. Winter sports like skiing and snowboarding can be a lot of fun, but they can also be tough and risky for older adults. The chance of falling on snow or ice is high, and such falls can lead to serious injuries, including broken bones or head injuries. Additionally, being at high-altitude resorts and dealing with cold weather can make these activities even more challenging for seniors. However, there are many other enjoyable winter activities that are safer and less physically demanding. For example, snowshoeing is a great way to enjoy the winter landscape without the risks associated with skiing. Scenic gondola rides offer beautiful views of the snowy mountains and can be a relaxing way to experience the outdoors. Spa experiences are another wonderful option, allowing seniors to unwind and pamper themselves without the need for intense physical activity. By choosing these alternative activities, older adults can still enjoy the beauty and fun of winter while staying safe and comfortable. Being aware of potential dangers in everyday places can help seniors make better choices that keep them safe and healthy. For example, visiting quieter stores can reduce stress and the risk of accidents. Using alternative transportation, like a bus or a ride service, can make getting around easier and safer. Choosing activities that are less physically demanding can also help seniors enjoy their time without overexerting themselves. Adapting to these changes does not mean giving up on fun. It simply means finding new ways to enjoy life while being careful. By making smart choices and staying aware of their surroundings, older adults can continue to live vibrant and fulfilling lives. It's all about staying safe and enjoying every moment. Thank you so much for joining us in exploring the intricacies of living alone in old age. We've delved into the challenges and triumphs that come with this unique phase of life, shedding light on the often unspoken realities that many face. But as we wrap up this segment, I invite you to stay with us because we're about to embark on a new journey together. Have you ever wondered what it's like to navigate the world of solo living as an older adult? While many might picture this time as a serene escape, the truth is that it can be filled with unexpected hurdles. From feelings of loneliness to the practicalities of managing daily tasks, the experience is as complex as it is rewarding. In our next segment, we'll dive deeper into these realities, sharing real-life stories and practical solutions that can empower those who find themselves in this situation. We'll explore how to create a fulfilling and supportive environment, even when living alone. So let's keep the conversation going and uncover the insights that can make a difference. Stay tuned as we transition into this important topic that affects so many. Your journey into understanding the realities of solo living is just beginning. As we age, tasks that once felt simple can start to feel like heavy burdens, Mowing the lawn, for instance, might have been a quick weekend chore, but now it can seem daunting. The heat of the sun, the weight of the mower, and the effort to push it around can leave you feeling exhausted. Similarly, vacuuming the house, which used to take just a few minutes, can become a tiring task. The noise of the vacuum, the need to bend and stretch, and the effort to move furniture can all add up to frustration. When these chores pile up, it can lead to a sense of overwhelm. You might look around your home and see dust collecting in corners or grass growing too tall in the yard, and instead of feeling accomplished, you feel defeated. This emotional exhaustion can take a toll on your well-being, making it harder to enjoy the things you love. One way to ease this burden is to seek help. Consider asking family members or friends for assistance. They might be willing to lend a hand with yard work or cleaning. If that's not an option, hiring professionals can be a great solution. There are many services available that can take care of lawn care, cleaning, or even minor repairs around the house. This can free up your time and energy for activities that bring you joy, like spending time with loved ones or pursuing hobbies. Another option to consider is downsizing to a smaller space. A smaller home often means less maintenance and fewer chores. You might find that a cozy apartment or a smaller house is easier to manage, allowing you to focus on what truly matters in your life. Making these changes can lead to a more fulfilling and less stressful daily routine. By lightening your load, you can create more time for meaningful activities and relationships, enriching your life in ways that chores never could. As we grow older, the world around us can change in ways that leave us feeling more isolated than ever. For many, especially introverts, the shifting of social circles can be particularly challenging. Friends may move away, retire, or become less available due to their own life changes. This can lead to long stretches of time where individuals find themselves going days without a meaningful conversation. The silence can feel heavy, and the absence of connection can deepen feelings of loneliness. The loss of loved ones adds another layer to this experience. Losing a partner, a close friend, or even family members can create a void that is hard to fill. Memories of shared laughter and companionship can linger, making the present feel even more solitary. It's not just about missing those people. It's about the shared moments that once brought joy and comfort. As these connections fade, the world can feel a little dimmer, and the days can stretch on without the warmth of companionship. Reduced social opportunities also play a significant role in this growing isolation. As we age, it can become harder to engage in activities that once brought us joy. Mobility issues, health concerns, or simply the fatigue that comes with age can make it difficult to participate in social gatherings. This can create a cycle where the less we engage with others, the more we withdraw, leading to a sense of being trapped in our own solitude. However, there is a light that can shine through this darkness. Pets. For many, a furry friend can be a source of immense comfort and joy. Pets have a unique ability to fill the silence with their presence. They don't just provide companionship, they also offer a sense of purpose. Caring for a pet can encourage individuals to get up, move around, and engage with the world, even if it's just for a walk around the block. The simple act of petting a dog or cat can release feel-good hormones